Namibia Social Nguve. Good evening, everybody. In Midrand, we see you. Alexandra, Tembisa Boxback. Good evening, the Orchards Four Ways. Good evening, Pokwane Rai, guys. This is Limpopo, Oliver Notes, Boch, Johannesburg. Bloemfontein, Mpumalanga, good evening. Good evening. Burgersfort, Tobela. Gauteng, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Good evening. Sebokeng, Dumelang. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome to the Wednesday. Welcome to the SADC meeting. My name is Coach KGOPELO MASILO. Good evening. I'm just going to allow a few more people into the room and we will start. Leboahomu, Tobela, Namibia, Boxback. Good evening. I hope you're having a good evening this evening. Warm welcome to the room. Molweni Tata, Eastern Cape, Bramley, hello, hi. Good evening, good evening. My name is KGOPELO MASILO and we are about to start. So tonight, their meeting, I've been asked actually to come and share my Eagle journey, how to increase your growth into momentum using the Eagle program. So good evening, everyone. I really just want to take this opportunity, number one, just to thank the CSM for, choosing me, for allowing me to come and share my story. And I believe that this story is going to help somebody. It's going to allow somebody to really just, get into the next level, into the next gear. And it will help somebody to really maybe move from where they are sitting currently. So welcome as you're getting into the room. Maybe you may want to find yourself with a pen and paper because paper never forgets. You will find yourself in a position where you could actually take one or two things. And I'm loving the fact that, we could be speaking a conversation that will help us to really just move into the next level. If you just joined us, welcome. My name is KGOPELO MASILO. My task tonight is to just share my story. I think it's an easy thing to do because I'll be talking about my journey in 2024. And the topic is how to increase growth and momentum using the Eagle Manager program, which is the very important program within the Forever Marketing Plan. And I am a brand new soaring manager. I've been recognized as a soaring manager, which is one of the, lovely, positions to be within Forever. So allow me to really just get to, I want you to get to know me a little bit. Like I said, my name is KGOPELO MASILO, and I am a wife. I've been married to my husband for the past 16 years, and we thank God for the fact that we're still happily married. And I am a mom of 4 beautiful children. And I've got 2 girls and 2 boys, and it's been a blessing to, parent or mother these children. And really, I thank God for being a parent to them, for trusting me with these individuals. And ladies and gentlemen, allow me to really just tell you that I am a professional network marketer. And, my background is mechatronics engineering. Before Forever, I was working for South African breweries. And I want to also let you know that I've been building my business for the past 9 years. But this month, I'm actually turning 8 years doing Forever full time. So within 11 months of starting my Forever journey, I literally, just decided that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And really, I'm turning 8 years this month. So I was serving in 2017, March, I was serving a notice. And this is 8 years ago. And next month, I'm turning, 9 years building my Forever Living business, Now, I also want to really just give you my journey as I came into Forever. I want to say that you've got the key, to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, and allow me to share my story just so that, you can see where did I start my journey and where did things maybe got a little out of, alignment, and maybe then realizing the derailment and being able to rechannel my business. So on the 25th of April, 2016, I said yes to Forever. I remember going to the product center with my sponsor, and I didn't even tell my husband. I just went on and I started my journey. And I remember calling my husband, saying, hi, hubby, because we were commuting together, that you will actually find me at Forever. And I went on the following month. So I closed my 4cc. So I closed just I think around 7 case credit over 6 cc's that month, even though I started just late in the month. The following month in February, in May rather, I actually became a supervisor. I was number top 8 recruiter in the whole of South Africa. And then the following month, I built an assistant manager, which was June 2016. I was number 1 top recruiter in SA. And I went on to build manager on my birthday month, which was 3 months in the Forever business. I was top number 9 recruiter. I had top recruiters within my business. And then I went on to build an Eagle manager within 10 months of being, in Forever. It's quite exciting to build an Eagle manager business. And I remember very vividly when I came into the business, they said that there was a trip to rock the boat. We are going to Barcelona, Monte Carlo in Rome. And on that trip, I got to touch down to Villefranche in France. So I want to say to somebody, focus your mind on Eagle, and really you will definitely see how you're going to grow. However, I went on to become a senior manager February 2017. So within 11 months of being in Forever, I was able to build a senior manager business. I want you to pay attention from this point on. I went on to build my 100 club qualification. I've got a big Eagle pin, and that has always been my pride within the business. And then as I continue with our journey, and I'll say our journey because I built my business with my husband, super supportive. He's my, cheerleader. I don't think if he wasn't here, I would be able to build my Forever business. And then, of course, I wanted to qualify. Within 10 months, I was on Forever to Drive. This is January 2017. And I went on that year in 2017 to qualify for my first chairman bonus. This was, we were going to the home office in America, and it was just absolutely amazing. And this is where I got my biggest belief in Forever, because I got, to go to the home office, and I got to go to, the Aloe Vera of America. And then I went on to build Senior Eagle the following year. I went to, the USA. Again, we went to Forever Nutraceutical, of which now it's been merged. And I got an opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to meet, the late Rexmond, the founder of Forever. And I think, again, this was just a seal where a company could fly you overseas, where you can go and meet the company owner. And for me, that day when I got into Rex's office and I got to sit on his lap, and he got to put a kiss on my cheek, and he read my name so properly and said, KGOPELO Masilo, you are an Eagle, go and change other people's lives. I knew right there and there that I am in the right company. And I went on. I've never missed 4cc, ladies and gentlemen, for the past 9 years. And I'm talking to you right now. My 4cc is done also for this month. And then I went on again, the first chairman bonus I qualified for, it was in November. And in the following year, 2018, I qualified for chairman bonus, in October of that year. We went on to go to Sweden in Stockholm. And then I actually became a top 50 achiever in SADC 2018. And then 2019 came, there was Soul to Sydney. I could have been in Australia. I qualified for level 2, and Forever actually paid us the money for that. And then I want you to pay attention again. 2020, I went on to qualify again for that Soul to Sydney, and then I re-qualified at the peak of COVID for Forever to Drive, and then I was number 9 top sales of the C9, and then this was September of 2021. And then I went on in 2023. I built, a top manager February and March consecutively, and then I re-qualified in 2023 for, the Forever to Drive. So each and every 3 years, you are able to re-qualify. And then I went on to be on 60 Club. I went on to really just qualify for the non-qualifier tickets for Bali. And I took an opportunity to just travel once more after COVID. And I want to say that then in that year, I became number top 34 in the whole of SADC. This is 2023. Now, I want to say something. If you're looking at everything that I'm talking about, there's momentum, there's building, there's things that are happening within the business. But the last time, if you're paying attention, hence I kept on saying, pay attention. So the last time I qualified for Eagle Manager was 2019. So 2017, 2018, I went on to 2017 to become an Eagle Manager, 2018 Senior Eagle Manager. That's where Eagle had stopped. So now I became a Senior Manager also. I want you to notice the fact that I won quickly within the Forever business. I had the belief. I didn't have to borrow the belief from somebody. But then things stopped happening, especially with regards to Eagle Manager. So once you are an Eagle Manager, what happens is that once you're a Senior Manager, you need to do your criteria for Eagle. And I hope that you're sitting in this room tonight and you know what the criteria are for becoming an Eagle Manager. But being a senior and above, you need to produce an Eagle Manager. So for 6 years, ladies and gentlemen, I did not become an Eagle Manager. I wasn't an Eagle Manager. I do my part. I had a very sorry story. And I want to say that I want to elaborate maybe on a sorry story. So people would be qualifying, they will be going overseas with their partners of choice. I wouldn't be traveling at that point in time. So there's no Eagle qualification because I'm not developing somebody. So it was a sorry story. And I want to also say that at this point in time, there came a time where I realized that my previous wins don't matter anymore. You need to keep on winning. And because you are a boss, you are a CEO within your business, you need to show up for your dreams. You need to make sure that you win. And obviously, as a leader or as a person that joined Forever Living Product, you need to be accountable for the wins that you do because you can actually do it. So if this is talking to somebody, if you are a manager, maybe you've been a manager for some time and you're not qualifying for Eagle, please drop me number 1. But also if you are in the meeting and you are saying, oh, hoops, I'm sitting on my business and I'm not an Eagle, but I could potentially, or I could have done something in 2024 in order for me to qualify for Eagle or EMR 25. I have not done anything. Drop me that number 1 in the chats. Maybe we can start having a conversation. So I then had to decide. So this is where it started. I went to Managers Convention 2024, which is last year. Let me tell you the story. So I'm supposed to go to Managers Convention with 2 of my managers. During COVID, some of my managers became inactive. And then now we have this managers. And here I am. I'm supposed to go with 1 manager. The work calls her and they tell her she can't travel to Drakensberg. So she drops off out of the trip. Then my other manager, we're supposed to go the day we are supposed to leave. Her child get bumped by a car. The child is in a car accident and she can't travel because obviously she's got an ordeal. I go to the Drakensberg with my husband. I had already provisioned that I'm going to the Drakensberg with my husband. But this is a lonely period. And I want to say to somebody that God works in mysterious ways. This is me and my husband. We are attending the Managers Convention. And because God is great and he is amazing and he has assigned, somebody who is great, our country sales manager, I don't know how on earth did, Coach Oni just think that she could, print all of these beautiful things. This in my hand here, in my right hand says, I am an EMR 25 qualifier. And I hold on my name. If you look at the people surrounding me, they were minding their own business. But here I am. I said to my husband, take me a picture. Because whatever this is, I am building an Eagle Manager. And this was day 3 of the convention. So now day 1 of the convention, I get into the meeting. I am an MC for that, meeting. And day 1, if you're not a manager and you happen to be in this meeting, or you are a brand new manager, you don't know what happens in Drakensberg, please work hard so that you need to be, recognized. I get into that meeting. I'm a MC. I'm going to be recognizing people that had qualified for chairman bonus, people that had qualified for level up and for, global rally. and I'm not a qualifier. But remember, I know how to qualify for Eagle Manager. I know how to qualify for Chairman Bonus. I know how to go on, Global Rally to collect Chairman Bonus. Now, this is where the aha moment came. When I look at this, I remembered how powerful Eagle Manager is. Because with Eagle, if you focus on Eagle, I knew very well that, KGOPELO, if you focus on Eagle, any other thing that you have on your goal sheet or on your vision board for 2024, you are definitely going to actually tick it. And then this were the two slides, that really spoke to me in that convention. There's a speaker that actually spoke about making a decision. So when they say that leaders are born in company events, we get born and reborn, and we are born again and forever. So somebody spoke about making a decision, and I remember taking a screenshot of this, and then this was part of my vision board. This is one of the reasons why I catapulted and I did something about it. And then I want you to look closely into the screen on my right. I think if you're looking at your device, it will still be on your right. And then this was a leader that spoke about the importance of focusing on Eagle incentive. Number one, it said, you will build a stable business. Number two, it said, you will be recognized. I don't know about you. I've tasted recognition. Recognition is sweet, it's beautiful, it's amazing. And I remembered how it feels to be recognized for your hard work. And then the third pointer they had on their screen was, it prepares you for your business. It prepares you and your business for CBQ, which is Chairman Bonus, right? And then it says it increases your monthly bonuses. And if you are sitting on this meeting, for the life of me, I'm praying and hoping that you've got a pen and you're actually writing down what Eagle can do for you. And then it said again that traveling incentive. Now remember, I've traveled before. I've traveled for free to Barcelona in Spain. And then I found myself, I was sleeping in Barcelona. I woke up in Villafranche in France, which is a different country. And I took a speed train and I went to Monaco, the second, smallest country in the world, in Monaco, but the richest in the world. And then I had lunch there. Then I was sleeping. The following morning, I woke up in Rome because of working hard and forever. Then I was able to travel to America twice. So the traveling, I understood very well. I've been also, to Sweden, Stockholm. Now, when this slide was flagged over there, I took a picture of this slide because I remembered myself. I remembered who I was, and I wanted to actually go and put in the work, because in forever, the only thing that we need, it's the mindset. Then the how really just become easier. Now, I want to tell you something very important. I decided to do a postmortem. On my journey to rebuilding Eagle, I decided to make a postmortem. Now, maybe you're wondering, what is a postmortem? You always hear that there's a postmortem. When a person dies, they actually just open them and then they do those, they test, they check, why did they die? How did they die? What is the prognosis or the diagnosis? What is the cause of death? I decided on my own. I didn't even call my husband. It wasn't a family meeting. I didn't call my sponsor. I didn't call my upline. I didn't tell my downliners. This is something that I decided, KGOPELO, you need to do a postmortem. Now, these are the pointers that I actually looked at as I was about to build my Eagle or rebuild Eagle. I asked myself, what is not working? I wrote down. So now there's a thing that is very powerful that maybe can work for you. It works for me all the time. They saying great leaders always ask a lot of questions. And these are not the, yes, no kind of question. They are thought-provoking kind of questions, because when you ask yourself this question, you will ask yourself another question. And then when you ask yourself another question, then you will go to another question until you're really just satisfied with yourself. And I think when we do that, if maybe you need to redo this for yourself as well, or maybe you haven't been working your business quite, and you're looking at your sponsor and you want to blame and you want to maybe have excuses why you're not winning. Guys, I always say The minute I understood that, no matter how beautiful I may dress my excuses, at the end of the day, it's still, excuses, because there are people that are winning under the same umbrella, under the same company, under the same marketing plan. And so I asked myself another question: why am I not moving forward? Because I felt stagnation. So I was stagnant. I was doing my part, yes, but obviously that was not enough, because in order for me to become a senior eagle, I needed to develop somebody. What was holding me back? So I needed to write everything down. So desire began to brew within me, and I needed to find the steps that will, immute that desire into reality. And then obviously I wanted to ask myself this question, and I asked it so many times. And ever since then, I keep on asking myself, why am I not winning? And if maybe I feel like I'm in a winning season, the follow-up question is, am I winning enough? Am I satisfied with the win that I have? And of course, I needed to now, take in whatever that I've actually asked myself and pastel down, because paper never forgets. I still have the papers that I've actually, helped myself to get to the next level, to catapult maybe my business to the next level. So it was not easy. Let me tell you, when you ask yourself questions, and also after the realization of I haven't built Eagle for 6 years, I doubted myself. Maybe you're sitting in this meeting, you're doubting yourself. It is March and you've got, goals that you promised yourself in January, but you haven't committed yourself to actually start working on them. Maybe self-doubt is there. I also doubted myself at the time. And also it was damn scary. Let me tell you, it was scary, because now I am telling myself that I need to do this. Every day I'm reminding myself that, KGOPELO, you've done it before. You know how to do it. We're not starting from zero. We are actually doing something that is familiar, but obviously we're doing it also with experience, right? And I knew that things had to change. What do I mean by things had to change? I know how to win. When we started the business, my sponsor was fairly new. She was busy running. Coach Oni was also new. She was, solidifying the foundation. I come from a family of hard workers. These women that birthed me in the business, they're hard workers, and they've got structure, and they've got, the zeal to go for it. So even when I was building my Eagle before, we were out and about. And I could do this. So I reminded myself that I used to not stay at home. Weekends are not for staying at home. During the week, I'm a present mom. I'm here. I'm a wife. But during the weekend, something needed to change. And ladies and gentlemen, I remembered myself. The powerful, the vivacious, the confident KGOPELO MASILO. I remembered myself. Because as much as it's not easy, you need to have a point of reference. You need to know who you are. And also, if you know that maybe something had happened, or you've never become the woman of your dreams, then you need to work on yourself. And I had to ask God for guidance and wisdom. I think those are the two things that were very important, because I was about to do something that was bigger than myself. I was about to go and change and transform people's lives. So I asked God, to guide me through this journey. And I asked God to give me and grant me the wisdom that I needed. Let me tell you something very important. In 2023, we prayed. So we started the 5 a.m. club with my team. And initially it was just, where we are literally just coming in and we do motivation. We would get one downliner who's selling, and they would do that. But it got to a point whereby we were no longer doing motivation. Motivation was not sufficient for us. One of the downliners said, Coach, we are going through a lot, as a team, as, we have children, we have husbands, and we've got challenges, we've got families, and we've got jobs, and we are going through a lot. Can we not just pray? And we decided to change the ball game, and it was a prayer session. We did it for over 1 year, and God had, his thing that he was doing in that season. And we would get in, we would read scripture, we'd have prayer requests, and we would pray. But one of the things that I could hear everyone echo was team growth. We wanted, unity within the team. We wanted to, hear the voice of God, and we prayed for the lives of the people that we were going to touch. And we've asked God for the people. And then I think a strong thing was that we prayed that may God create a transformation table that when his people come, they find us ready in the position to receive them. So with that being said, I also took a step as a leader. I decided to collaborate. I remember before we could have Pretoria presentation, I had a group of leaders that we were contributing monies from our pockets to actually make sure that we are hiring venues. A shout out to Coach Kumo, shout out to Coach Nontlanta, shout out to Coach C, shout out to quite a lot of leaders that we really just came together and we decided that we will take things into our hands and we will actually make sure that we do. And I want to say that even in the midst of you making decisions, sometimes I would pay and I would go and present and my team would not invite, or even better yet, my team would not come. But I didn't lose heart. I knew that I'm preparing. And eagle goes through, a process. I was ready to become an eagle. And then I decided to volunteer. So I volunteered for, a SADC presentations. I still, make sure that when, the names of leaders are being put forward, I put my name on it, so that I can grow, because it is in practice that we grow. Practice makes progress. It doesn't make you perfect. Of course, I work on myself and my presentation skills and my training skills and everything, but I know that in showing up, God sees my heart and he will channel the right people into my business. And then the second thing that I did was I decided to start monthly team trainings. So God whispered in my ear that, you need to do something. I remember consulting with my sponsor, Coach Mashi. I remember consulting with Coach Oni saying, you know what, I think I'm ready. I'm ready to do monthly trainings for the team. And what I love about, this business is there are people that will always believe in you. They said, you can do it. A big ups to you. You can do this. I'm telling you, from last year, April, that's when we started our team trainings, and we don't falter. Every first Saturday of the month, we are training. And I'm not just training. I've empowered a group of leaders that they train with me, they MC with me. So this is indeed, transformation table where we spot talent and we allow people to grow, because you can't grow alone. So there's a quote that says, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. So I decided that within Team Prosperity, we will go together. And I attended, I invested in myself. I would attend training, victory trainings. I would, attend other trainings that leaders are having, the SADC trainings, the success days, the rise up events, because leaders are born in, trainings. And then another thing that we did, we started launching. This was not easy. I remember when we started launching, people are always thinking, where I stay, I don't want people to come here. I kept on it. I said, we will launch, and God, you will give us the people to launch. And I thank God, because God is a God of showing people that it can be done. I remember there's one young lady within the team. She's my second generation. We launched her 3 times on her carport, and from there, people joined, and we went on to launch those people. She was an example that God chose, that she can become, a manager. And through launching her and her team, she became manager. The entire team began to believe in launches. And I'm glad that one of the people that joined her business, so she became a manager last year, June, and one of the people that joined in one of her launches is now a brand new manager in February 2025. So hello, high leaders. I hope this is talking to somebody. And of course, we decided personally, when I gave this plan to my husband, and I think, I identified the people that I wanted to develop in order for me to achieve the senior eagle, position, because I knew that I can't do it alone. So I identified people. And it wasn't only first generation. So with me, I decided I'm going to go second, third, because I want to have a solid structure. I wanted to solidify, and, the foundation needed to be stable, so that even if it does not happen how I wanted, but I'll still get what I want. And then we conducted daily presentations. Now I'm talking about Zoom presentation. And at infancy, when you decide to go eagle, for me, when I decided to go eagle, I wanted to do presentations daily. My team will attest, sometimes I will not have somebody presenting. Sometimes I'll present the whole week. And I thank God for, the trainings that we did. I did train the trainer, the Presenters Academy, where I really just said, assistant supervisor, anyone who'd love to learn how to present, I'll sit with them on Zoom. Some don't have laptops. I'll teach them how to share the presentation from their phones so that we can have growth within the team. And we actually did that. And I want to say that, as we were calling people with WhatsApps. Right now, I'm not even struggling. There's so, a versatility within the team. So there's growth. There are leaders that are supervisors that are running daily presentations on WhatsApp. We don't do the add to the group and add slides and do voice. We do the actual call. And we've realized that people don't like video calls. So we do a normal call. We do the presentation. We ask the prospects questions one by one because we know who invited who. And then we ask the questions. And let me tell you, the team is expanding because of this exercise. Because sometimes people will give you, excuses that I can't get to Zoom. I don't have data or whatever reason, they can't make the time. And we've also noticed that, with WhatsApp presentations, and max, personally myself, if I'm doing it, I can give myself 30 minutes. It will depend on the questions that our guests have, and then we are able to do that. But also I want to say, whatever form of presentation you're going to do, you need the skill, you need the understanding. You cannot build your business with general knowledge. You need to make sure that you build your business, understanding the company history, understanding the forever marketing plan. How do we then make the money within the business? And this is something that I'm passionate about and I'm big on, and the team knows that, we actually, when we onboard, we do this. And I just want to say that we also have team engagement sessions every Sunday, whether we're tired or not. We do the team engagement session and we do the onboardings as well. And I'm glad that right now we are empowered and we've got teams. These are the people that, I get to be training with. These are some of my leaders, every month. Let me tell you, the 4th of January this year, I think we had the most attendance that we can ever had. So we had actually started in April last year. Every month without fail, we come together. What I love about Forever is, we will have themes and people are showing up, people are growing, and we've seen God doing a new thing within our team. We are now we are recruiting all the people that are in pension, and I'm so excited because we produce just post-COVID in recent years, meaning ever since we went on a quest to build Eagle, because I was very intentional about all the leaders that were existing and the new leaders. We are building Eagle. So this is a transparent conversation, and we're teaching people how they can go for this, Eagle. And even the people that are not even managers as yet, the conversation is, we are wanting you to build a manager business. It's a decision. So people need to make a decision to want to build a manager business, and then we shall build, Eagle business as well. So we do our trainings monthly without fail. And I want to say, like I said, this year on the 4th of January, because we had committed first Saturday of the month, we did it, and it was the most packed training I've ever seen. I don't have it on the screen, but that was the most packed one. And we actually went on the following day to book a session, a full day session for managers, because with the quest to build Eagle, we found ourselves, producing quite a number of managers, and we wanted a proper orientation and, giving them a manager orientation whereby they can understand that they are now unlocking all the forever incentives, and Eagle was top of mind for me. So now there is team duplication as well within the team. We have very fancy launches, and I didn't want to put the fancy ones here, but I want to show you a launch that we have in a tent. In December, we had a launch under a tree, and that launch that we had under a tree, 20 case credits came from that launch. And so these are some of, the business owners within my business. And we also do, tabletops, and we really just showcase our products, and we are able to share, we're doing actually case credits, producing activities. So I want to also share with you to say, when we went on to build Eagle, this was the team growth. I had written, so in my vision board, January 2024, I printed a chairman bonus on Canva. I actually created a chairman bonus signed by Rexmon, and I put there an amount of money, and I said that I was gonna get, I think I might as well just say it, I had written 8,000 US dollars and signed by Rexmon, and it had my name on it. And then I had Senior Eagle on my vision board, and I had, you know, other things on there that I wanted to achieve. But as a result, on focusing on Eagle, and I will tell you after I tell you what we've achieved here. We produced 6 managers in 2024 as a team. We produced 2 senior managers as a result of focusing on Eagle. And I went on, you know, achieved soaring manager, and we had 3 forever to drive, you know, in 2024. So 2 of the senior managers, they actually went on to level 1 forever to drive, and I went on to achieve level 2 forever to drive. And in December, I had one of my leaders qualifying, big ups to Komoto Talane, and I hope that she's in the room. We went on to, you know, build an Eagle manager business for her. And if you know, Eagle only closes next month, and this meant that I became a senior Eagle manager by December. This was 8 months into, you know, the qualifying period. However, we still had 4 months to can qualify. So I said something, if you were following through, I said, I didn't want to qualify for Eagle by myself. And also I preached Eagle. When I started doing the trainings with the team, I started preaching Eagle to say, you can still build Eagle because you can run to manager and build Eagle. I want to tell you that in 2024, we produced a huge amount of supervisors and tons of assistant managers as well. But let me show you something that, you know, will also, I think, blow your mind. I've seen God working because we progressed with that. Already in 2025, in February, we produced 2 managers. And then one of the managers that we produced last year went on to achieve Forever to Drive in January. And in February, the lady that we actually started, you know, launching at a carport, she actually went on to build Eagle. What this means effectively is that we have another senior Eagle manager within the business because she became an Eagle, you know, under one of the Eagle managers. And then again, you know, we aim, you know, to close another Eagle this month, God willing, and I know that we will do it. If it doesn't happen this month, I promise you, we'll have another Eagle within our team by end of April. And then I just want to say that I know that God that we serve, that we, you know, trust so much, him willing, we are producing 2 other managers this month, and we're looking to also produce another 2 what you call assistant managers within the team. So whatever that you see here, we decided to win by design. We started to not just build, you know, the business for the income that's coming on the 15th, but we focused on level movements. We focused on team development. We focused on Eagle. And I want to say that God is faithful, but he's looking for the work of your hands. And I want to say, ladies and gentlemen, that, you know, when I went on to focus on Eagle, I found myself ticking, you know, those nice goals, the recognition that I spoken about earlier on, that I spoke about. You know, we did 60 Club 3 consecutive months. And I want to tell you that July is my birthday month, but in July, I lost my grandmother. In losing my grandmother, I remember I wept until the last day. I was crying going to the product center. And this was the first month in the year that I did 100 Club. Not just 100, but like a lot over 100. But because I told myself that my business doesn't have feelings, I need to show up no matter what. I've got a team that I promised to, you know, show up with. But also, I told myself that my grandmother would still be buried even if I go home early, even if I neglect the team, even if I forget my goals, she will still be buried. But one thing that I also would love to say is that when I did that, I knew that she'd be proud of me. And then I went on in October to really just, achieve a 60 club, as a 6 consecutive months. And look at what happened. The main focus was Eagle. And I know when you help somebody to achieve Eagle, yours become automatic. Look at what happened in the MASILO business. We went on to qualify for chairman bonus. This was October 2024. We didn't wait for December. And we went on to achieve level 2 of Forever to Drive. This was in November. But also, we went on to achieve Soaring Manager in November 2024. And for the very first time, yes, we gotten chairman bonus twice before, but we were not global rally qualifiers. So focusing on Eagle, we didn't close with 1.5. We literally just closed at around 1.8, 300 cc's extra to what 1.5 needed. And I want to say to somebody on this meeting, aim for the moon. If you don't reach the moon, you will actually land amongst the stars. And I want to say that winning heals. It was in December, 8 months into the Eagle criteria or qualifying period that we closed Eagle. This gives you a sense of relief. You are proud of yourself, but you are not also winning on your own. We could go on and now go and help others to achieve this criteria. And I can imagine if I was only just chasing it on my own until end of April, would I be able to help the team to achieve Eagle as well? Maybe not. And I also went on to, as a team, I'd say we achieved number 32 top achiever and top case credits, in South Africa. It takes a lot of work to build, but it takes a lot of, courage to can do it. You need to believe in yourself. You need to actually ask yourself, can I do this? And I know leaders that we can do this. But I want to say something to somebody sitting on this meeting in this room. I want to say that it's a song. You're gonna have to sing the song. In Forever, we do this 4 basic things. I know you see them every day. My team knows that it's a song. You need to use the product because, the products that you get to sell. I sell Farming Complex because I use it and I advocate for it. C9 is easy for me to sell because I have done it before. And of course, for the life of me, as I'm going to Paris, I'm definitely going to do C9, right? And I know this is a season where I'll be able to sell this. But then also this builds your belief and the trust in the business. Hence, it is the song. The melody needs to synchronize because after you've actually used, you get to share the products. And sometimes we don't understand when, and I'm a one person in all my presentations, in all my conversations, when somebody says I can't sell, I'm like, but we don't sell, we share. Because I understand myself. I talk to people about the benefits and the experience that I encounter with this amazing organic products. And it's easier for me to can cost relationship, form relationship, and maintain relationships. And I have 20 to 30 regular customers. And then we begin to build businesses. Yes, we build rapport, but we talk to people. It was when I decided to go Eagle that I wanted the right people, the key people within my business. And maybe you're sitting on this meeting as a new manager and you're asking yourself, who is a key person? A key person is everyone who understands that they need a multiple streams of income. They need to supplement their income. Maybe they're working and, they can't save or they love holidays, but they can't afford. Those are the kind of conversations I have with people. And I can identify whether this is going to be a key person or not. And really, I want to say that we coach our teams. In our team, we've got what we call early bird. People that are doing CCs before the 15th, we recognize for them for that, even if they didn't achieve a 4K credits. As we coaching them to, duplicate what we're doing, we will recognize them for activating, but level movements definitely are celebrated. And every success day, we go out, dinners to really just celebrate these people. I want you to pitch to win, because if you know it, if you've got the confidence for it, you will definitely pitch to win, and definitely you will be able to build your Eagle, business. Now, I want to say work hard. It's hard work. I'm not going to sit here and say, I just decided I want to go Eagle and it happened. Really, this business is not a get rich quick scheme. We need to put in the extra time, the extra effort. And honestly, ever since I decided to decide, weekends, I don't stay at home. If I'm working in Pretoria or in Joburg, I'm lucky, or if I'm in Witbank, but I actually put in the extra time. I'll tell you, last week, Friday, I was launching in Boksburg. I got home around 11. In the morning, I drove to Lephalale. I trained the team. I did presentation. I slept after 12. I did WhatsApp presentations while I was at it. Sunday, I was launching in Menlyn. And here we are today, yesterday and today, product center, we're calling presentations and checking who's moving, how we doing. This weekend, Friday, I'm in Polokwane. I'm doing a launch. I'm training the team in the morning. Then I'm actually off to Muleti. I'm doing a launch. Then I'm coming back. On Saturday, I'm going to Ladysmith. Sunday, I'm launching in Pretoria West. So basically, you're going to have to put the extra time. You're going to have to put the extra effort. You're going to have to really, tell yourself that I want this, because you owe you success. You have to persist. You have to be consistent as well. Stay in your lane, but not the yellow lane. Know what is it that you want, chase it. You've got people that you are accountable for. So really, persistency and consistency are, what you're going to require most, especially these are the trades that will help you to become successful in your forever business. I want to say to somebody on this meeting tonight that 6 months of, focus and hard work will put you 5 years ahead in life. Don't underestimate, the power of consistency and desire. I only wanted to become a senior Eagle manager. And I thank the CSM for printing those, I'm an EMR 25 leaflet. And I thank God for taking the courage to take the picture, to post smiling on it. And I put it on my vision board, and I reminded myself every day. And I want to also say that had I not taken the decision, I wasn't going to be going to Paris. Now, let me tell you a story again about that. So December, part of the reasons why I actually focused on this as well was December 2023, when they mentioned that we're going to Paris. The date for Paris is the 29th of April. And the 29th of April is my husband's birthday. And the 28th of April, it's our anniversary, wedding anniversary, that is. And in my mind, I thought I'm going to focus on Eagle. I'll help someone to become an Eagle, because in forever, if you don't help people, you don't get what you want, right? And then I thought we will probably be on air somewhere, traveling to Paris. And at least I was sure that my husband's birthday, I'll be arriving in Paris. But look at God. So because we are the first time global rally qualifier, we are traveling on the 27th, 9:20 in the morning, we'll be arriving in Paris. So our whole day anniversary, wedding anniversary, God has just blessed us with this opportunity. We will be in Paris. And the following day, when other qualifiers are arriving, we will be celebrating my king's birthday. So ladies and gentlemen, forever is a beautiful business. You can build Eagle and you can actually win. And I want to say, maybe allow myself to reintroduce myself. For 7 years, I was KGOPELO MASILO, the senior manager. But today, Forever has given me all of this. I'm a soaring manager, a global rally qualifier, a chairman bonus qualifier, a level 2 Forever to Drive qualifier, number 32 top achiever and top case credits in the Southern Africa. And I'm a brand new senior Eagle manager. Ladies and gentlemen, you are always just one decision from a totally different life. I want you to think Eagle, plan Eagle, build an Eagle business, And thank you so much. Thank you for the opportunity. CSM, thank you so much. I truly appreciate the opportunity to share my story. And I hope that, a little bit of what I've done in 2024 can inspire somebody, or it has inspired somebody, to can go and, just do something about their business, in their business. And, they can actually just say, I've done it. So thank you so much. I don't know if you hear CSM.
Yes, I am here. Wow, this is incredible. Sure, it's a po. What an amazing journey, KGOPELO. Thank you so much for sharing your journey, and what a comeback. 7 years later, you were a soaring senior Eagle manager.
No, I was a chicken senior manager coach. I want to stop.
Wow, what a comeback, a great demonstration of, every setback is a setup for comeback. And, I just loved how you shared the impact that Eagle had on your business. When you decided that you're going for Eagle, you saw momentum starting to build up in your team, and you saw growth coming in. And you said when you started that your previous win doesn't count. You can't ride on your past success. You are as good as your last success. So decide to go Eagle. So it's a decision. So people need to decide whether they are going for Eagle or not. And you had a meeting with yourself. You didn't call a family meeting, but you wanted a meeting with yourself. You did a postmortem to see why are you not winning? And you ask yourself difficult questions. And you answered those questions, and you decided to run with it. And most importantly, you prayed, you involved God in your business, and you prayed for your business. And I loved how you were intentional about, planning for your growth, and, having a growth plan. And you said, I'm going to win with my team. You started training your team, you empowered your leaders, you did monthly presentation, you did launches, you did WhatsApp presentation, you duplicated yourself, and you did having team engagement sessions and those onboarding sessions. And I think that was really, really brilliant, because if you're going to build anything of significance, you can never do it alone. And what you said, that is very, very important. You said you can't build this business with general knowledge. You started attending trainings, and you learned from other leaders, and you worked on your personal development so that you can go and pour out from an overfilled cup, because you can't pour from an empty cup. And you have shown what the results of going for Eagle can give you. I mean, it wasn't in your plan to go and have that development in your team. And I'm sure even your monthly income has increased.
Yo, Coach Andy. Yeah.
You must win by design, so not by chance. You didn't have an accidental success, but you were intentional about, your growth. You said we must pitch to win, and everyone owes themselves success. And you said consistency and just putting in the extra work, and that hard work actually pays off. And thank you for sharing those nuggets. And I'm sure somebody is here and they are really, really inspired. If they are not going to push to close their Eagle for 2025, they are going to definitely decide to go for Eagle 2026. And you are saying that we are always one decision from a totally different life. If you want that kind of lifestyle, you must think Eagle, you must plan Eagle, and you must build an Eagle business. And that was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for sharing this with us. I know a lot of people are really, really inspired. And I just want to see do we have any questions before I release you? I just want to see. Sorry, there's just a lot of messages and they are really giving you the fire emojis. I just want to see, is there any questions, leaders, as I'm scrolling down? But people are really very inspired. I just want to thank you for the time that you took to come and share this nuggets with us. I know that we were supposed to do this last month already, but due to network issues, we couldn't do it. But I think it was worth the wait. And thank you so very much. It doesn't look like we've got any questions. Oppo, is it Oppo A15? Do you have a question? Sorry, I'm just scrolling down there.
I think there's also another question, Coach Oni.
Do
Somebody
you
I think who's asking, yeah, let me quickly, I just want to go to the chats. Let me just open the chats quickly. Somebody I think is asking a question, do collaborations with Coach KGOPELO only work with managers? I don't know, in the business. And then I think there's, I'm not sure if I'm understanding that question. Every time she opens her mouth, okay, no. Right. But I think, I don't know if I understand the question to say collaboration, does it work with managers? So maybe if I take a bite on it, maybe they can re-ask Coach Oni if I'm not answering. So with that, those collaboration, we decided that we want to build in different areas. And I remember it was Witbank, it was Midrand, and it was Pretoria. And we just decided to come together because in the business, you'll see leaders that are winning. You rub shoulders with the people that are, you can see progress, because also you don't want to just be everyone's friend. We're not here for friendship, but we are here to build, and we also want to, grow ourselves. And those were the leaders that were willing to cough out money in their pockets, and they were able to come together. And that's how we could be able to, just collaborate and build. Yeah. I'm not sure if I answered, if maybe that was the question. I'm trying to.
Yeah,
Okay,
I hope they are answered. Or maybe they are asking if only managers can do collaborate. I think anyone can collaborate. It doesn't have to be managers. Or I'm a supervisor and would like to collaborate with you. Oh, okay. I see. Wow.
Alrighty, and somebody's asking, you said you'll be in Polokwane. Where in Polokwane? I see there's a company meeting that's happening on Saturday. The country sales manager is paying for that meeting. So everyone is allowed there. But I'm training my team in Polokwane because I think another thing, Coach Oni, that I've seen working is being able to reach out to people in their language. So we actually began to now, even with onboardings, we're doing Jasipedi, we're doing Sizulu. So we really are, I thank God for the gift of, being able to speak 11 official languages. We really are trying. So the one in Polokwane, it's for the team. It's a team close meeting at 10 a.m. on Saturday. We will be doing onboarding Gasipedi in Sepedi and also the team training Gasipedi. And then, yeah, later on, I'm in Botlokwa somewhere. I'm not sure where exactly. It's my first time going there, but I'll be launching one of my downliners.
Awesome. And I think there is another one that says, how many downliners do you need to become? Do you need to become an eagle? Do you want to just share the eagle qualification quickly, Coach KGOPELO?
Yes. So first of all, you need to be a manager, and I believe that we have managers in the room. As a manager, from the 1st of May to 30th of April, you need a total of 720 case credits, of which 100 needs to be new group, meaning the people that will join from May 1st up to the 30th of April, you need to have those 100 new case credits. And then Forever is about developing people. So you need, out of those new people that you've recruited from the 1st of May through to the 30th of April the following year, needs to have been developed as supervisors. That's if you are just a manager. And then obviously the criteria will grow. Senior managers should know by now. I think I have answered, Coach Oni. You can just correct me.
Definitely. I see Samsung is also asking the same thing. There is Tina who says, I would like to ask about one-on-one sessions about training FBOs how to present. Does it only apply to your team members only?
Sure. So time is a thing that becomes a challenge. I'm challenged, honestly speaking. When you decide to develop the team, I sometimes don't even have enough time for my team. So I coach everyone, I mentor a few. These are the people that are ready to really just grow and they want to share their plans and they want to grow. That's how I try to manage my time. And yeah, it really just depend. But yeah, time is constrained. Time is constrained.
Yeah, I guess I can also add on. I think they just need to speak to their sponsors and let them know that they are ready to start presenting, and then they can really have a one-on-one with them, listen to them, and sign them off to say they're saying all the right things and whatnot. I think they're asking if maybe does it only apply to your team members only? So I think maybe they are asking if you can train them. I think you can reach out to any of your upline. They will be able to teach you and help you navigate through the presentation and let you know if you are on track in terms of how to present.
And maybe, sorry, Coach Oni, just to interject. If you want to be, SADC has, recorded presentations of great leaders that know how to present. I think investing the time in just listening and, when I came into the business, I still do. When I listen to a presentation, I always take something from someone. So make sure that you invest the time, listen to the leaders, write down what they're saying, and practice on the mirror. I used to practice a lot in the mirror. And as much as maybe people might think I'm one of the seasoned presenters, Coach Oni, I still, do presentations. I don't take myself for granted, or I don't think that I have arrived. You never arrive. You can always improve. So maybe invest in the time and, listening to the recorded presentations. They are on YouTube, CSM, and, and also they share them on the groups. Ask Your Leader again. And then you can actually subscribe to the Country Sales Manager YouTube channel for Southern Africa. And then you'll be able to, do the practice runs, and your leader will sign you off like Coach Oni is saying. Thank you so much.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you for taking time to answer all these questions. But I think a lot of the questions that are here maybe is for non-managers. And we truly, truly appreciate everyone who has attended the meeting. We hope that you had found value and this has fueled you up to really increase your momentum and build up on your Eagle 2026, or actually close off your Eagle for 2025. And thank you so much once again, Coach KGOPELO, for sharing this and for your preparation as well. We truly appreciate you. And may God bless you and increase you wherever you have taken. He must go and bless in multitudes. And thank you so, so very much.
Thank you so much, Coach Oni, for the opportunity. Good evening.